Paige, a 28-year-old stay-at-home mom. I've been married to my husband James for 2 years now. He used to be my boss at work, but I left my job when we got married. Now we have our daughter Paula, and I'm enjoying a happy life with my family. According to James, he was a bit of a troublemaker in his younger years, but he completely turned things around as he grew up and became a responsible member of society. When I first met him, he was already a reliable and trustworthy boss, so it didn't take long for that trust to turn into love. After we got married, I got curious about what kind of troublemaker he used to be, so I asked him about it. His answer:
Back in kindergarten, I used to do a lot of doorbell ditching.
I mean, seriously? That's the kind of wild past he was talking about? That's just adorable! We were living our peaceful life, but then one day, something happened that changed everything. What? A transfer? James received a job offer transfer, and not just anywhere. He was being sent to his hometown. In other words, he'd be moving back to the place where he was born and raised. That's great, isn't it? I'm sure some of your childhood friends are still there. It must feel nice to return to your hometown. But James didn't look excited at all.
Well, yeah, I guess, but I'm not really thrilled about it.
James had moved away right after graduating from middle school due to family circumstances, so none of his relatives lived there anymore. He probably didn't have many familiar faces left, and even though it was technically his hometown, it might not feel all that nostalgic to him. But hey, isn't this still better than moving somewhere completely unfamiliar? You already know the area, and who knows, you might even run into some childhood friends once you're back. I'll be moving to a place I know nothing about, so I'm a little nervous, but since you're familiar with it, that makes me feel a bit more at ease. I tried to encourage James.
Yeah, I guess.
Besides, it's a job transfer. It's not like you can turn it down.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand why James was so reluctant to return to his hometown. At the time, I had no idea what was waiting for us there. 2 months later, James, Paula, and I moved to his hometown. So this is where James was born. I took a deep breath, filling my lungs with the same air my beloved once breathed. From now on, this place would be the center of our lives and Paula's hometown. Even though it's a rural area, James's new branch is an important location for the company. Once transferred here, moving to another branch isn't easy. That means we might be settling down here for good. Normally, starting life in a completely new place would be overwhelming. But knowing that James once lived here makes it a little less daunting. I tried my best to adjust to our new life as quickly as possible, but no matter what I did, I felt like I was just spinning my wheels. Excuse me, do you have size L diapers? Yes, of course. Oh, I don't think I've seen you around before. Are you visiting your family here? When I went to the pharmacy to buy diapers for Paula, the shop clerk smiled and struck up a conversation, noticing my unfamiliar face. No, we just moved here recently. It's really nice to meet you. Oh, I see. You know, everyone around here knows each other, so when I saw a new face, I couldn't help but wonder where you were from. Moving to a small town like this must be tough, huh? I smiled back politely. Well, my husband actually grew up here, so he knows the area well. But I'm still completely new and have no idea where anything is. Oh, really? Your husband is from here? That's good then. What's his name? Which family is he from? Well, his parents don't live here anymore, so his family home is gone, but he lived here over 20 years ago. His name is James. The moment I said his name, the shop clerk's face went pale. Is something wrong? Huh? Oh, no, nothing at all. James, huh? Sorry, it's been 20 years after all. I probably just don't remember. Oh, yeah, of course. What was that? This strange feeling. Something about the way the clerk reacted didn't sit right with me, but I tried to brush it off. Maybe she just felt embarrassed after claiming that everyone knows everyone around here. At least that's what I told myself. But the more people I spoke to, the more I noticed the same thing happening. Shopkeepers would suddenly grow tense at the mention of James's name, and some even hurried off into the back of the store in the middle of the conversation. Hey, don't you think there's something weird about this place?
What?
Feeling uneasy, I decided to talk to James about it. Everyone we meet seems so cold towards us. I don't think the people here are accepting me at all. If things keep going like this, I don't know how we're supposed to live here.
Well, I mean, there might be, reasons for that, but just try to get along with them, okay?
James's response was hesitant and unconvincing. I'm not trying to badmouth the people in your hometown, but don't you think they're being a little too cold toward outsiders?
Well, it's a small town. People can be a bit closed off.
But even when I tell them that you're from here, they still won't accept me just because I'm not a local.
It's fine. I'm sure once they get used to you, they'll start being nice to you.
James tried to reassure me, but I couldn't shake my unease. James, have people here been cold towards you too? Some even made weird faces when I mentioned your name. But that just doesn't make sense, does it? You left this town over 20 years ago. Most of your old acquaintances are probably gone. So why would anyone react like that just from hearing your name?
What? What the hell are you saying, Paige? I'm getting along just fine at work. Maybe the problem is with you. Maybe you're not trying hard enough to fit in, so they're not opening up to you.
What? You're blaming me? Oh, this is the worst! The coldness of the townspeople started to create tension between us, and before I knew it, even our marriage was suffering. Oh, I just want to go back to Tokyo already! Until James's transfer, our family had been happy, and we'd no trouble getting along with those around us. But ever since we moved here, it's been one bad thing after another. I started to feel afraid to go outside and found myself shutting myself in at home. At this rate, I felt like I was going to have a nervous breakdown. To protect my own sanity, I even considered returning to my parents' home with Paula for a while. But if I did that, I might end up cutting ties with James for good. I spent my days torn between my own mental well-being and my love for my husband, unable to decide which to prioritize. Then one day, the phone rang at home.
Is this the household of Mr. James?
Huh? Yes, that's right.
This is Pani Sushi, the place by station.
The caller introduced himself as the chef from a sushi restaurant near the station.
Your husband. His name is James, right?
Yeah, James is my husband, but...
So tell me, when exactly is your daughter planning to pay for sushi she ate?
What?
She said she'd pay later, but she still hasn't. We don't normally allow customers to run a tab here. If she doesn't pay up soon, I'll have no choice but to report it to police as dine and dash.
Huh? The chef was making an outrageous accusation and I had no idea what he was talking about. Wait a minute. What exactly is this about?
What do you mean, what's this about? James's daughter booked a private banquet for a group of 30 people and ran off without paying bill.
What?
I've been calling, but no one picks up.
Apparently someone claiming to be James's daughter had skipped out on the bill after hosting a banquet for 30 people. Considering the number of guests, the total must have been an enormous amount, and I could understand why the chef was panicking about getting paid. But this had to be some kind of mistake. There's no way he could be talking about my daughter Paula. Of course we never made any reservation for a 30-person banquet. What on earth was the chef misunderstanding?
That'll be $1,900. Pay up in full.
$1,900? There's no way I can pay that, and I think there's some kind of mistake here.
No, I mean James's daughter.
Our daughter is 0 years old.
Huh?
The chef clearly wasn't getting it, and I was starting to lose my patience. Let me spell it out for you. Our daughter Paula is 0 years old. I snapped, picking her up in my arms as I spoke into the phone. She's literally still on baby food. How in the world would a baby eat sushi, let alone book a banquet for 30 people? She can't even say mama properly yet, let alone pull off a dine and dash. You've got the wrong person, so go double check your facts before accusing us. There was no way I was gonna take responsibility for some random scammer using my daughter's name to score a free meal. But even after hearing the truth, the chef's voice on the other end of the line sounded puzzled.
Lady, what the hell you talk about?
Huh?
No one said anything about your daughter. I'm talking about James's kid.
Excuse me? I froze, completely unable to process what he had just said. Then the chef revealed a shocking truth that I had never seen coming. 3 days later. 3 days had passed, and let me tell you, those past 3 days had been some of the busiest and, in a way, most fulfilling days of my life. Now, tonight, the moment had finally arrived. It was time to settle things once and for all with that lying, cheating bastard James.
I'm home! Man, I'm exhausted. Huh? You haven't made dinner yet?
James walked in from work and I greeted him with an ice-cold voice. No, I haven't made dinner, but I did prepare something else.
Huh? Something else? What do you mean?
Here, I held out a single sheet of paper. The moment James saw what it was, his face turned pale.
A divorce paper? What the hell, Paige?
He looked completely lost, flustered. Exactly how I had felt just 3 days before. We're getting divorced. I refuse to stay married to a lying, deceitful piece of trash like you.
Lying? Deceitful? What are you even talking about?
Don't play dumb with me, you bastard! You hid the fact that you had a secret child from me, didn't you?
Ah!
That's right. James had fathered a child with another woman in the past and never once told me about it. And get this, the child is already 20 years old. James is 36 now, which means he had that kid when he was barely more than a kid himself. Talk about shocking. I found out about your daughter from someone, and guess what? I went to meet her the other day.
What?
You really are the lowest jerk on earth, aren't you? You got a girl pregnant, refused to acknowledge the kid, ran off with your family, and completely ditched your responsibility as a father. Even after moving back here when your own daughter came to see you, you chased her away like she was nothing? What kind of a man does that? James's daughter and her mother had apparently heard through the grapevine that he'd been transferred back here. So they decided to pay him a visit and demand that he finally acknowledge her and cough up the child support he had dodged all these years. But instead of apologizing for ghosting them, James not only ignored his daughter's rightful demands, but also hurled disgusting insults at her and kicked her out. Furious beyond belief, she decided to get back at him by dining and dashing at a sushi restaurant, intending to stick him with the bill. Not the best plan, obviously, but in the heat of the moment, she wasn't thinking straight. She later on apologized sincerely for all the trouble she caused, both to the restaurant and to me, so I let it slide. But you know what, James? Knocking up a woman and ditching your kid wasn't the only trashy thing you did, was it? Turns out, back in the day, you were the worst kind of delinquent. A total scumbag through and through. Pinching doorbells and running away as a kindergartner. Ha! That's just the tip of the iceberg, isn't it? These past 3 days, I'd been digging into James's past, talking to the people around town, and let me tell you, what I learned nearly broke my brain. James wasn't just some harmless prankster as a kid, no. He was a full-on menace to society. He would waltz into people's houses uninvited, demand snacks, snatch their video games, and throw tantrums until he got what he wanted. He was caught stealing candy from supermarkets on a regular basis, and that was just in kindergarten. You can imagine what kind of nightmare he turned into as he got older. He grew into the kind of delinquent that made people lock their doors and shut their shop shutters the moment they spotted him coming. His nickname, James, the spawn of Satan. Even the pharmacist I met the other day turned out to be one of James's former victims. No wonder she went pale the second I mentioned his name. Who wouldn't? The walking nightmare of her past had suddenly returned. Of course, James's parents, instead of stopping his endless string of misdeeds, they always took his side. It wasn't until he got a woman pregnant that the town finally had enough. That was the last straw. A full-blown anti-James movement erupted, and before he knew it, he was practically run out of town in what can only be described as a desperate midnight escape. And despite all that, you never said a word to me. Not even when I was struggling to understand you. You just sat there and let me suffer in confusion. That is the height of dishonesty.
I'm sorry!
Oh, you're sorry. Well, I'm done getting dragged into your disaster of a past. I'm divorcing you. Hiding the existence of your child and lying about your past, that's a massive betrayal of trust. So I'll be filing for compensation and you're paying child support for Paula. And that's not all. The mother of the other child you abandoned, she's gonna be filing for compensation and child support too. Not that I expect you to pay a dime voluntarily, but don't worry. I've hired a very competent lawyer. He's already handling the wage garnishment process for both cases. So James, get ready. You and your enabling parents, I will never forgive you.
What? Why?
Oh, why? Are you kidding me? You're a grown-ass man who can't even clean up his own mess. The least you can do is work your ass off to pay for the damages you've caused on both sides. Just like that, I divorced James and immediately moved back to my parents' house. My lawyer took care of all the paperwork, but apparently James ended up drowning in massive debt. Seems like he realized that having his wages garnished would kill his chances of career advancement. Not that it mattered. Plenty of people at his current branch already knew about his shameful past, so let's be real. He was never gonna get promoted anyway. Before long, James had found himself drowning in debt, spiraling into the picture-perfect definition of a ruined life. In addition, of course, his parents? Right there with him. From what I hear, they're now stuck living a life on the run. Couldn't have happened to a nicer bunch. Honestly, if that sushi restaurant hadn't called me that day, I might still be stuck in that miserable life, completely oblivious to James's stellar reputation. Thinking about it that way, I really should be grateful to the sushi chef and even to James's daughter for trying to dine and dash. Being a single mom won't be easy, but hey, it's a hell of a lot better than staying with a lying, worthless man. With my family support, I'll figure it out. Time to move forward and raise my kid the right way.
The name's Paul, and I just turned 30 this year. It's been 20 years since I became the hairstylist I'd always dreamed of becoming. My haircuts have a great reputation among my clients, so lately, I've been sharing my best techniques on YouTube and Instagram. Thanks to that, more and more people are coming to my salon after seeing my work. Before I knew it, people started calling me a charisma hairstylist. My number of requested appointments has shot up, and even my boss is happy about it. But my ultimate dream is to have my own salon. I'll take on any challenge to make that happen. Though, I guess I get so caught up in my work that my luck with women hasn't been great. Or, as my little sister Paige puts it,
Paul, you have terrible taste in women.
but listen, I actually got married. One of my clients, who found me through my channel, started coming to the salon every week and kept pursuing me relentlessly. She was beautiful inside and out. So after dating for just 1 month, we had a whirlwind wedding. My amazing wife is Sasha. Today's our baby's due date. Is it even possible to be this happy? I want to share this joy with all my viewers too.
Paul, the baby's coming soon!
Right now, I'm at the maternity hospital. I got a call earlier saying Sasha had gone into labor, so I left the salon early and rushed over. By the time I arrived, my grandparents, parents, Paige, and Sasha's parents were already here. Everyone gathered in an instant. Just thinking about how much love our child is surrounded by makes me feel so happy. What do I do? What should I do? Is there anything I can help with? No need to panic, grandson. Ginny is handling the delivery. She's been doing this forever. You can trust her.
That's true. Ginny is amazing. After all, she delivered Parker, Paul, and Paige too.
Ginny's a midwife contracted with this maternity clinic. No one really knows how old she is, but since she's childhood friends with our grandmother, Polly, she definitely looks like a grandma. And as a midwife, she's a true veteran. Honestly, most of us in this family probably wouldn't be here without her godlike hands. So of course, when it came to Sasha's delivery, we specifically requested Ginny.
Paul, the baby's father now. Living long sure has its perks. More and more things to look forward to. Next, I'll have to help deliver Paige's baby, too.
She's already planning to deliver Paige's baby, even though Paige isn't even married yet. About 30 minutes ago, Ginny went into the delivery room. Now, finally, a A strong, healthy cry echoes through the hall.
Paul, get in here. It's a healthy baby boy.
Ginny's voice booms from inside the delivery room. A smiling nurse guides me in, and there they are. Sasha, completely exhausted, and our baby, glowing like a little angel. Sasha, you did amazing!
Paul, isn't he adorable?
Yeah, a goddess and an angel in the same room. I've never felt happier in my life. As I watch Sasha, still covered in sweat, and our baby, tears start falling from my eyes before I even realize it.
Congrats, Paul. That makes 4 generations of your family I've delivered now.
Even Ginny, wiping her sweat, looks ridiculously cool at this moment. I got to hold my son once, but after that, we were sent to wait in the hospital room while Sasha rested. So now here we are, just sitting around excited, restless, and of course, completely unable to stop talking.
Oh, I can't wait to hold him. Paul, let me hold him too.
Of course, I know. But if we're going in order, Paige, you're last.
What? I don't like that. Guess I have no choice.
Everyone laughed as we waited for Sasha to come into the room. The power of a newborn is incredible. They bring happiness just by existing. Our little angel had already put smiles on everyone's faces. After a little while, Sasha finally entered the room, holding our baby with the help of a nurse. All eyes immediately locked onto him. Oh my, isn't he so adorable? He's my great-grandson. I'd gladly let him poke my eye out, and I wouldn't mind a bit. Grandpa Patrick and Granny Polly got to hold him first. Then, after a brief back and forth of you go first politeness, Sasha's parents took their turn. Next up were my parents, who were completely melting at the sight of their very first grandchild. Then it was Paige's turn. She took the baby into her arms, but wait, she wasn't smiling? If anything, she was just staring at him.
Paige, what's wrong? Isn't he cute?
My dad asked, looking puzzled.
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course he is.
Something felt a little off. Or maybe I was just imagining things. As we were still chatting and fussing over the baby, Ginny clapped her hands together.
All right, family, visiting hours are up. New moms get exhausted after giving birth. Let her rest, will ya?
With that, we left the hospital. But seriously, what do I do now? My happiness level is at max. Could life get any better than this? To all the dads out there, I've officially joined your ranks. I was on top of the world, but little did I know, something was about to happen. Something big. The next day, I had the day off, so I headed back to the hospital to pick up Sasha and the baby. Oh, and for those of you asking about his name, sorry, we're still thinking. After all, a name is the first gift parents give their child, so we want to take our time and make sure it's perfect. Oh, what a coincidence. Paige was here too.
Oh, Paul, you're here too?
Yeah. Have you seen Sasha and the baby yet?
Nope, but I'm about to.
So, you couldn't resist coming to see your adorable nephew, huh? Did you sneak out of work?
Well, yeah, sort of. There's just something on my mind.
Something on your mind?
Yeah, you know, just stuff.
Huh?
You'll find out soon enough.
Wait, what? Okay, whatever. Anyway, isn't he the cutest little guy?
Oh, well, I mean, generally speaking, yeah.
Huh?
No, never mind. Forget I said anything.
As Paige and I walked down the hallway, we saw Ginny coming towards us. Ginny! Thank you so much for everything during the delivery. Sasha and the baby are finally getting discharged today, all thanks to you. A midwife's job doesn't end the moment the baby's born. They continue supporting both mom and baby afterward, making sure they're healthy and cared for. That's why having a trusted midwife is so important. But instead of her usual warm smile, Ginny looked at me with a grim expression, like she just swallowed something bitter.
Paul, you're...
Huh? What do you mean? I couldn't quite make out what she was saying, but seeing her looking this serious, that was unsettling.
Ginny, What did you just say?
Paige asked, frowning. She must have not heard it clearly either.
Paul, your life is over.
Whoa, hold up! What are you even talking about? I'm literally at the happiest point in my life right now. I don't get it. What do you mean my life's over? My life's just getting started.
Well, sometimes there are things you're better off not knowing, but I can't just turn a blind eye when it comes to you two. Yeah, same here. I can't pretend I don't know either.
Okay, seriously, what the hell are you two talking about?
Ginny, should we tell him?
Tell me what?
I was just thinking about... Yeah, Paul, your life is over.
Okay, can someone please explain what's going on? Then Ginny pulled out a voice recorder.
Go on, Ginny, let him hear it.
The fact that Paige already knew what was on it was surprising enough, but that was the least of my concerns right now.
This here is one of my other tools of the trade, and from what I've recorded, well, it seems to be the truth.
I listened to the recording. If this was real, it was absolutely shocking. Is this really true?
I didn't record this in secret. I got full permission before pressing the button. But hey, why don't you ask the mother yourself? Once you know the truth, there's no way you can stay silent, right? Paul, we need to get to the bottom of this.
Paige, yeah, you're right.
Don't worry. Team Panic's got your back. So, Ginny, where are they? Oh, they're still in there, talking things over. Hurry up and settle this.
With that, Ginny waved us off, casually walking away with her hands behind her back. Paige and I headed for the hospital room. With every step closer, my sadness started turning into something else. Anger. When we reached the door, I noticed it was slightly open. The curtain was drawn, so Sasha hadn't noticed us yet.
Just make sure you handle this right. Oh, come on, don't worry. This'll be a piece of cake. He's totally whipped anyway. Just don't do anything that'll get you caught, okay? Get caught? Please, what's there to catch? Paul's head over heels for both me and the baby. He's totally obsessed with us.
What was that about me?
Huh?
Get caught? Care to explain? I raised my voice slightly as I stepped into the room and pulled the curtain open. Sasha and her mother froze, their faces filled with shock. I'd love to hear a bit more about what you were just talking about.
Yeah, me too. That conversation. Mom, did we say something? No, we weren't talking about anything, right?
Sasha and her mother stammered, desperately trying to cover up whatever they had just said. Right on cue, Paige hit play on the voice recorder.
See? I told you listening to your mother was the right choice. Seriously, it was the best decision ever. He was so easy to fool. Guys like Paul have terrible luck with women. The moment someone as cute as you shows interest, they fall for it instantly. For real, I'm so glad he did. Honestly, getting him to fall for me was a piece of cake. Now, if only this baby could look even a little like Paul. Yeah, that's impossible, isn't it? I mean, they're not even related by blood. True, but hey, he's dense and a total pushover. There's a chance he'll never even figure it out. Even if he does someday, by then he'll be too emotionally attached to do anything about it. By the way, what about the due date and the pregnancy timeline? Can you cover it up? Oh, that's all taken care of. The baby's actually from the guy I was seeing before I married Paul. But well, he's got a wife and kids, so that wasn't an option. Not that we ever really broke up, though. Still, I couldn't have asked for a better pawn. The best part, that idiot rushed into marrying me. Seriously, it all worked out perfectly. Just hang in there for a few years. Once this kid is older, you'll be set. So make sure you do this right.
By the time the recording finished, the two of them were trembling. Care to explain? What exactly is going on here?
Oh, I want to hear the full story too. Oh, and since the Panic family would probably love to hear this, I went ahead and sent the recording to all of them.
But before we could corner them any further, Sasha and her mother went on the counterattack.
Wait a second. You can't just record people like that. It's illegal. That's right. We'll sue you for this.
With that, Ginny strolled into the room, as casual as ever.
Remember, I asked if I could record the baby's cries. It's all in the hospital paperwork. It even states that recordings are made continuously and reviewed by authorized personnel. What? No way! Oh, and by the way, this hospital, it's run by our Granny Polly. So, yeah, you were spilling all that in a Panic Family-affiliated hospital. Talk about sloppy, or just plain dumb. Hey, Ginny, why exactly are you collecting baby cries? Oh, I'm developing a baby cry recognition app. I record the newborn's cries for research. Ah, I see. I explained it all clearly, didn't I? Even though I told you I'd be setting up the recorder since we never knew when a baby might start crying. Oh, now that you mention it, I completely forgot. Sasha! How could you mess up something that important?
Wow, what a pathetic ending. You basically exposed yourselves. But hey, at least I dodged a bullet.
Honestly, the moment I held that baby, I thought, this kid looks nothing like Paul, and our sister Phoebe even told me to take a good look at the baby's face before they were even born.
Ah, I see. So that's why you were staring so intently when you first held the baby.
Yep, I was carefully checking the baby's face.
I had no idea.
This is clearly fraud, isn't it, dear sister-in-law?
Paige's words made the two of them panic even more.
Fraud? That's not...
You're done for.
Huh? Oh, a text from Phoebe! She says they're on their way back to pick you up.
Ah.
What do you mean?
Within seconds, the hospital room door swung open. In walked a lawyer and several men dressed in black. Without a word, they began gathering Sasha and her mother's belongings.
Oh, another text from Phoebe. Let's see. Oh, she says it's from Grandpa Patrick's legal advisor and Granny Polly's men. Wait, what? What's going on? What?
Looks like your fraud charges are confirmed. Oh, and they also found you a job to pay off your debts.
Oh, another text from Phoebe. Before heading to the lawyer's office, they're making a stop at Penny's office.
Oh, man.
What the hell is happening? Someone tell me. Ooh, another one. She says Dad's detective agency is gonna dig up all of your other crimes, too.
Oof, you're screwed for life, buddy.
No way, this can't be happening. No. Oh, another text from Phoebe. She said she found out who the baby's biological father is.
Damn, Phoebe's on fire today.
Oh my, turns out the father works for a company under Peter's firm. Wait, please have mercy.
Like hell, we're forgiving you. From there, it was a picture-perfect disaster. The two of them were shoved into a car and whisked away in no time. First, they'd be thrown in prison for marriage fraud after my lawsuit, then slapped with compensation claims and damages from all sides, drowning and dead. Thus began their downward spiral. There was no escaping it. They were doomed to spend the rest of their lives paying it all off. Oh, and the married guy she had an affair with, he got caught just as fast and was set to live out the same miserable fate. As for the baby, Sasha's relatives, an infertile couple, decided to take custody. So at least that part had a happy ending. With that, the whole mess was finally wrapped up. Today, I came to personally thank Ginny for saving me at the last second. Paige came along too.
Oh man, your luck with women is seriously the worst. But hey, at least you found out early, right?
Paige laughed as she playfully smacked my back. Come on, Paige, be a little gentler with me.
Hehe.
Ginny, thanks again this time.
I didn't do anything really. But next time, I want to take Paul's kid. Paige, if you want to go first, that's fine too. Just do it while I'm still in good shape, okay?
With a smile, Jenny walked off. I wonder if the real love story in my life will ever happen. Oh, that's right. I got some good advice recently. Following the advice from a viewer, next time I meet a woman, I should first introduce her to Phoebe. Let Phoebe check her out. All right? Next time I get the chance, I'm definitely consulting Phoebe first. Guess I should tell Phoebe about this too, just to be safe. Hey Phoebe, it's me. I've got something to talk about.
My name is Paige and I'm 38 years old. I work for a large corporation, and this year I was promoted to executive director. I've always been a career-driven person with no real desire to get married, but one day I reconnected with my old classmate Noah at a college reunion. As we kept in touch, we eventually became a couple. A few years later, we got married. While I had spent years working at the same company, living a steady and predictable life, Noah was the complete opposite. He believed in making the most of life, always trying new things, starting businesses, and pushing boundaries. His innovative spirit was something I admired deeply. However, despite his efforts, his ventures never really took off and he kept struggling. Even so, ever since we started living together before marriage, Noah had always taken care of the house while I was busy working. That's why I had already made up my mind. I would support us financially. But soon after our marriage, I found myself facing a serious problem. After getting married, we moved into a brand new house. One night after finishing work, I came home to find an unexpected guest. I'm home! Huh, Jacob, what are you doing here? There in the living room, playing video games and laughing with Noah, was Jacob, my 5-year-old nephew and the son of my sister-in-law, Selena. It didn't take long to notice the aftermath of his visit. My bedroom blanket was crumpled up on the floor and torn up pieces of scribbled-on paper were scattered everywhere.
Welcome home, Paige. Selena begged me to watch Jacob for a bit.
Oh, I see. To be honest, I never really liked Selena all that much. Noah is an incredibly kind and dependable person, but Selena takes full advantage of that. She would call Noah, who lives about 20 minutes away, just to pick her up from a supermarket that's barely a 5-minute walk from her house, saying, "My bags are too heavy." I also had heard that she would make Noah do her chores, saying things like, "Ugh, I don't feel like doing housework today. Can you do it for me?" And he would actually go over to her place to cook, clean, and do her laundry. Noah didn't seem to mind. Instead, he enjoys being needed. So I kept telling myself, I guess that's how siblings are. But still, something about it never sat right with me. I frowned slightly as I opened the fridge to grab some water, only to notice something strange. Wait, where's dinner? Noah always prepared dinner for us, but tonight there was nothing.
Oh, my bad. Watching Jacob was exhausting, so I didn't get around to it. I've had him since this morning, you know. Just have instant noodles tonight, okay?
Ugh, okay. Then, as I headed to the bathroom, I noticed a pile of unwashed laundry. Wait, not even the laundry? For a brief moment, I was taken aback. But then again, Noah always takes care of the house. I guess I can let it slide just for today. So there I was, sitting in the living room, eating instant noodles while watching Noah and Jacob play video games. That's when the doorbell rang. I set my chopsticks down and went to answer it. Good evening! I'm here to pick up Jacob. Selena greeted me with a playful smile as Jacob came running to the door. Noah also walked over, but before he could say anything, Selena turned to him and said, "Noah, drive us home! I don't feel like taking the train." She was wearing tall heels and a flashy outfit, looking like she had just come from a night out. Where exactly does she go while leaving her kid with Noah anyway? Noah grabbed his car keys and left with Selena and Jacob. The next evening, I'm home. Wait, Jacob's here again?
Ah, Paige, welcome back.
Just like the night before, the living room was a mess, and Noah and Jacob were sitting there playing video games. I had a bad feeling about this. So what's for dinner? I asked hesitantly.
Sorry, instant noodles again tonight.
I sighed, and sure enough, the laundry was still piling up in the bathroom. This kept happening for several days. I was just about ready to confront Selena when something even worse happened. That night, just like before, Noah watched Jacob and then drove Selena and Jacob home. But when he got back...
I'm home. Oh, by the way, I lent my sister $700.
What? Wait, why the hell would you lend her that much money?
Huh? I don't know. She just said she was in trouble. Was that bad?
You don't even know why she needed it? Of course that's bad! Where did that money even come from?
From our joint account.
Wait, our joint account? You mean my salary? You took my money from me without even asking me?
But she's my sister. Family helps each other, right? It's not like we're struggling for money or anything.
If you just hand her money like that, she's gonna keep milking us forever! I immediately sent Selena a text. Please return the money. Moments later, my phone rang. Hello, Paige! Don't worry about the money. I'll pay you back once I get things sorted out. Once you get things sorted out? When exactly is that? Suddenly, her tone changed. How the hell should I know? Stop being so annoying! Then she slammed her phone down. Having no other choice, I decided to call my brother-in-law, Jim.
What? Selena borrowed money? I'm so sorry. I'll bring it back right away. Selena? You borrowed money from Paige now?
Now? Wait, does that mean she's borrowed money from other people too? About 30 minutes later, Jim showed up at our place, slightly out of breath. He handed me back the full amount, but before he left, I also mentioned how Selena had been dropping Jacob off with Noah every single day. That's the first I've heard of this, he snapped, clearly furious. Just then, Noah, who must have overheard us talking, stepped out into the hallway.
Big bro. I wanted to lend my sister money. I wanted to watch Jacob. It's not like I was forced to do anything. And besides, if family's struggling, isn't it normal to help them?
Excuse me? So basically, as long as Selena says she's struggling, Noah's just gonna do whatever she asks? If she claims she's in trouble again, he'll just take more money from my salary and give it to her. Does this mean I have to spend my life getting dragged around by Noah's, if my family's in trouble, I have to help them mentality? Does he not care that I'm struggling because of this? Of course, I had already told Noah multiple times that I didn't want to keep watching Jacob every day, but he just wouldn't listen. There are people like this, aren't there? The ones who define their whole existence by how much others rely on them? The ones who prioritize the people's needs over everything else? Fine, do whatever you want, just don't drag me into it. The next day, around noon on the weekend, the doorbell suddenly rang. Noah was in the bathroom, so I went to answer it. Standing there was Selena, holding a huge suitcase, with Jacob by her side. Morning! Thanks for having us. Huh? Wait a second. Before I could even process what was happening, Selena and Jacob waltzed right past me and into the house. Just then, Noah came out from the back.
Oh, sis! I was gonna pick you up by my car.
Nah, it's fine. I need to get familiar with the neighborhood anyway. What do you mean by that? Oh, Jim divorced me, so starting today, I'll be living here with my kid. What?
Yeah, Paige. We'll take care of them together.
Wait a second. I never agreed to this.
Huh? What? Is that a problem?
Of course it's a problem. How is this even a discussion?
But my sister needs help.
Besides, what's the big deal? The house is plenty big and there's extra space, right? Oh, I'll take the sunniest room.
In that case, I'll show you to a room upstairs. Your suitcase looks heavy. I'll carry it for you.
Thanks, little bro. Selena grinned before heading off into the living room with Jacob. These two. I'm freaking done with this! But, you know, the thing about these two is that they're just so stupid. It only took the simplest response from me to turn this whole thing right around.
Paige, could you make some drinks for us? Since we're all going to be living together, we should sit down and talk things through.
Oh, sure. Let's get a divorce then.
What?
Without another word, I walked straight to my room and started packing my things.
Why are you suddenly talking about divorce? Just calm down for a second.
You two are so loud. I can hear you all the way from the living room. Selena said, stepping in. Then, with an annoyed look, she scoffed. Paige, Jim, you're both crazy. Throwing around the word divorce like it's nothing. Whatever, Noah. Just dump her already. You've got a place to stay, and if you get a job, you can easily cover living expenses for the three of us.
Shut up, Selena!
Huh? Noah always took Selena's side. He had never raised his voice at her before. She just stood there stunned.
But isn't it better if she just leaves?
You do realize I'm a stay-at-home husband, and Paige is an executive at a major company, right? And that this house is in her name?
Finally, a look of realization flickered across Selena's face, followed by a hint of panic. I bought this house for Noah, but guess what? I'll be selling it immediately, I added, watching as Noah visibly paled. Selena, however, was still trying to play it cool.
Well, whatever. We don't need this house. We'll just rent an apartment or something.
With what money? Who's paying for it?
Huh?
Rent? Living expenses for 3 people? Who the hell's footing the bill?
Well, you, obviously. I maxed out all my credit card limits, and I can't work. I need to stay at home with Jacob. Besides, working is such a pain. I don't want to.
Jesus, Selena. I already told you before. I've failed multiple times trying to start my own business. I'm still paying off a massive amount of debt from that.
Wait, what?
There's no way I can cover living expenses for 3 people on my own. Even if you got a job, it still wouldn't be enough. And besides, you have debt too, don't you? You literally texted me yesterday saying Jim found out about your affair and that you have to pay alimony.
Affair? Wait, was she cheating while leaving Jacob with Noah? This woman is unbelievable!
Wait, then wouldn't it be really bad if Paige divorces you?
That's what I've been saying. On top of that, Mom and Dad disowned you yesterday when they found out about the affair. After Jim sent a compensation claim to your lover, that guy dumped you too. You have nowhere to go, and that's why you came here. Stop acting like this was all some harmless plan.
What the hell? Since when do you think you can talk to me like that? You're acting all high and mighty, but you're the one who should have warned me ahead of time about how bad things would be without Paige. This is your fault for not explaining it properly.
Are you serious? Anyone with common sense would know that. The problem is you. You never think for yourself. You just expect me to handle everything for you. That's why you're so damn stupid!
Stupid?
That was all it took for them to start physically fighting. I was beyond exhausted, and since I'd just finished packing, I used the chaos as my chance to slip out of the house. A few minutes later, my phone rang. Hello? I've already decided to hire a lawyer for the divorce. If you need to contact me for anything, do it through my lawyer.
Wait, Paige, please! I was wrong. I'll do anything. Just don't leave me!
But Paige, I'll listen to everything you say from now on. Just help us, please! Too little, too late. Spend the rest of your miserable lives drowning in debt and regret. Hearing their short, panicked screams, I hung up without a second thought. After that, my divorce from Noah was finalized. Of course, I made sure to tell my in-laws everything Noah and Serena had done to me over the phone, and as a result, they completely cut ties with Noah as well. As for little Jacob, my in-laws decided to take him. Turns out he was actually born before Selena married Jim. With Selena having to pay Jim alimony on top of repaying her debts, she was in no position to raise a child. Oh, and remember that fight? Well, it ended with Noah and Selena cutting ties for good. With Noah no longer around to bail her out, Selena had no choice but to start working. Well, at least she tried to. Having never held a proper job before, she was a complete disaster. She constantly showed up late, skipped work without notice, and was completely incompetent at everything. She got fired almost immediately. The same thing happened at her next job, and at the one after that. Eventually, with nowhere else to turn, she fell into the clutches of shady loan sharks. Now, she's doing God knows what in an infamously dangerous overseas mining operation, risking her life every day carrying heavy loads. Apparently, she spends her days in constant fear, getting screamed at in a language she doesn't understand, truly living the worst possible life. As for Noah, he needed money to pay off his debts, so he got a job at some company, but it turned out to be a nightmare. See, Noah loved being relied on, so when his boss fed him a line like, "You're the only one who can save this company," he fell for it hook, line, and sinker. So he kept working for insanely low wages, doing unpaid overtime every single night until the early morning. No breaks, no days off, no hope. Before long, Noah's body and mind completely gave out and he collapsed. The doctor told him he needed to be hospitalized, but he couldn't afford the hospital fees.
With no other option, he reluctantly turned to loan sharks. He eventually got discharged, but he hadn't fully recovered. Still weak, he found himself relentlessly chased by debt collectors, who even showed up at his workplace. The company immediately fired him on the spot. After that, he was sent off to work on a fishing boat. Imagine that his frail body, barely holding up, being forced to endure the grueling labor at sea. Every day must feel like sheer survival. Well, he brought it on himself. As for me, I moved into a high-rise apartment and continued working at the same company, enjoying my new life to the fullest. One day, on my day off, I decided to go see a movie by myself. As I settled into my seat, I suddenly felt someone sit down next to me. Out of curiosity, I glanced over and... Wait, Jim?
Whoa, Paige! Long time no see.
I can't believe we ran into each other here. How have you been?
I've been doing well. How about you, Paige?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Life has been so much better after the divorce.
You know what? Same here.
Do you like movies, Jim?
Actually, I haven't been to a theater in ages, but there's another movie I'm really interested in. So I was planning to come again next week.
The movie he was planning to see happened to be the same one I had my eye on. So the following week, we ended up watching it together. A few months later, we became a couple. It's crazy how life works, isn't it? You never know when or how people will reconnect. Now I get to be with someone who's kind, level-headed, and totally on the same vibes as me. Honestly, I've never been happier. My name is Paige and I'm 22 years old. I'm a fourth-year university student living alone in Tokyo. I was actually born in Tokyo, but when I was in first grade, my family moved to the countryside because of my dad, Parker's job. Now, my dad is retired from his company and runs a bar back home. It's a great little place loved by the locals. My mom, Penny, sometimes helps out at the restaurant. But since she also takes care of the house, my older sister, Phoebe, often lends a hand at the bar. These days, Phoebe is cherished as the poster girl of the place and looks genuinely happy. But back when we were still living in Tokyo, she was bullied by a certain boy in our class. Phoebe and I often talked with a woman named Amanda by the river near our neighborhood. That day, we were on our way to see her.
Oh, look! It's Phoebe! Going to see that creepy old lady again, huh? You hang out with someone like that? No wonder you're just as creepy. You should just stop coming to school already.
The jerk laughing while straddling his bike was Dan, the same guy who had been harassing Phoebe. The old lady he was talking about? That was Amanda. Sure, Amanda was a fortune teller who had always worn flashy dresses and had a unique sense of style, but she was such a kind person. This guy had no idea what he was talking about, and to make things worse, he was bullying Phoebe at school too, saying things so awful I can't even repeat them. Even back then, I had a bold and fearless personality, so I immediately snapped back at him.
Hey! How dare you talk to Phoebe like that?
Huh? Shut up, loser!
Without warning, he suddenly stomped on his bike pedals and charged straight at us. Phoebe and I barely managed to jump out of the way in time.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I shouted, but Dan just pedaled off, laughing as he disappeared down the street.
Seriously, what's that boy's problem?
It's okay, Paige. He's gonna pay for this, eventually.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Who knows? It's pretty far in the future, so I couldn't see it clearly. But anyway, thanks for standing up for me. If anything ever happens to you, I'll protect you with everything I've got too. Actually, Phoebe has always had a strange ability, almost like future prediction of foresight. Finding lost items for our family, that's a piece of cake for her. Just the other day, when I was planning to go back home for the public holiday. Hello, Paige, you're coming home today, right?
Yeah, I'm taking the highway bus.
Paige, don't get on that bus today.
Huh?
I just have a really bad feeling about it.
Oh, okay. If you say so, I won't take it.
I mean, Phoebe's predictions always come true. That night, the news reported a major accident involving a highway bus headed towards our hometown. I was so glad I took the Shinkansen instead. People often brush off Phoebe's abilities, saying, "It's just a lucky guess," or "That's just a coincidence," but I know for a fact that her powers are real. There have just been way too many times she's been right to just call it luck. Phoebe never told anyone outside our family and Amanda about her strange abilities. She figured people would either laugh at her or think that she was creepy. But Amanda? She was different. She believed in Phoebe's powers 100%. In fact, back when Phoebe was just an elementary schooler, Amanda even declared Phoebe's abilities are the real deal, and then hilariously made herself Phoebe's first disciple. Even now, the two of them still keep in touch. Anyway, as a university student, I had an important job interview coming up with none other than Panic Collection Group, a major corporation. I'd always dreamed of working there, so I was extra nervous about whether I'd be able to land the job. A few days before the interview, I called Phoebe.
Oh, what if I mess up? I don't know if I'll be able to talk well in the interview. I've wanted this job for so long that just makes it even scarier.
I can feel it. I can see it. Paige, you're getting that job offer.
Wait, really? Are you sure?
Yep, but... This isn't about the job, but before your interview, you're gonna meet an unfamiliar woman. She seems really important. Huh? An important person? Then, the day of the interview arrived. Just as I was about to step through the automatic doors of Panic Collection Group's headquarters, I suddenly bumped into a woman who was exiting the building.
I'm so sorry.
No, I should be the one apologizing. She replied before quickly getting into a nearby luxury car. Whoa, that car looks insanely expensive. Wait a second. Could she be the important person Phoebe was talking about? I have no idea what that means, but whatever. Right now I need to focus on my interview. To my surprise, my interview went way better than I expected. I felt a relief as I stepped out of the company's entrance.
Hey, you!
I turned around to the sound of a voice, only to see the company's vice president who had been present during my interview.
Sir,
Just as I started bowing politely.
Hey, give me your number.
Huh?
If you give me your numbers and agree to have dinner together, I'll give you the job offer. I'm the next president of this company, you know. My dad's the current CEO, so you've heard of him, right? If you listen to me and behave like a good girl, you'll live a comfortable life. I promise.
Oh, this is beyond disgusting.
I'm 4 years older than you, by the way. You know, college girls usually like older guys, right?
Wait, 4 years older? Meaning he's the same age as Phoebe? No way, he looks like he's in his 40s, no 50s. Besides, getting a job this way would be a total scandal. So I answered him clearly and firmly.
I'm sorry, but I'm okay. Excuse me.
But he didn't stop. The vice president kept following me, persistently trying to get me to agree. When it became too much, I managed to hail a taxi and escape. Then, a week later,
I officially received the job offer!
But instead of celebrating, all I could think about was that disgusting vice president. Did I really have to work at a company with him there?
But I'd wanted this job for so long. Oh, maybe I should report him to the company?
No, wait. He technically just talked to me. Would they even take it seriously?
Oh, I was torn.
Whenever I felt like this, talking to Phoebe is always the best option. So I picked up my phone and called her. Hey Paige, did you get the job?
Yeah, I got the offer, but...
I told Phoebe everything that the vice president had said to me. Wait a second. I can see something.
Oh, here we go, Phoebe's sixth sense. What do you see?
That company. Just as she spoke, I had my phone on speaker mode while talking when suddenly a notification popped up. It was a message on social media. It was from an old account I had set up years ago as an emergency contact method during disasters. Since it was meant for emergencies, I had used my full name without any alterations. On the screen, the notification said, "Hey, it's the VP of the Panic Collection Group, lol."
Ew, Phoebe, the VP just sent me a message on SNS. Congrats on getting the job. You have me to thank for that. Now give me your number. What the actual? Gross!
I see. I've made up my mind. I'm rejecting the offer.
Huh? But don't you really want to work there?
Yeah, but I definitely don't want to work under someone like him. Ugh, after all that effort, too.
Hey, do you remember when that boy used to harass me back in the day? You totally shut him down?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I do.
I told you back then, didn't I? That if anything ever happened to you, I'd protect you with everything I've got.
Yep, I finally figured it out. The future I saw back then, this was it. I had no idea what she was talking about at the time, so I just blinked in confusion. But later, when Phoebe's ability revealed the shocking truth, I was completely floored, and just like that, we took down another morally bankrupt creep together. A few days later, I went to the Panic Collection Group's headquarters. Then...
Oh, hey! You finally came to exchange numbers with me, huh?
The VP had spotted me. He grinned as he walked over. Just then... Paige, sorry to keep you waiting. Ah, Phoebe! Yep, we'd planned to meet here.
Wait, Phoebe? No way. You?
It's been a while, Dan. Not since elementary school, huh? Who would have thought that the guy who used to bully me back then would end up as the vice president of the company my sister got an offer from?
Huh? Wait a second. This girl, she's your little sister?
That's right. This guy was actually that boy who used to harass Phoebe when we were kids. He had aged so much that I didn't recognize him at first. While I had seen the vice president's name before, it had been so long that I'd completely forgotten the name of that boy from elementary school. As for Dan, it seemed like he never knew my name back then, which was probably why he hadn't put two and two together until now, and then, at that moment, somebody else appeared from behind Phoebe. It was the same woman that I'd accidentally bumped into near the automatic doors on my interview day.
Lisa?
Yep, her name was Lisa.
Why is Lisa with you? Don't tell me. You two, you know each other?
Well, technically, we're just acquaintances through an acquaintance.
Huh?
By the way, Dan, Lisa, is she your fiancé?
Huh? So what if she is?
Lisa suddenly turns to Phoebe and gave her a small nod. Hey, you've been cheating on me with multiple women, haven't you?
Huh? What the hell are you even talking about?
Don't play dumb! Phoebe already told me everything!
What? No way! That's total bullshit! You're seriously gonna believe her over me? She's just some random acquaintance of an acquaintance!
Phoebe is actually a mentor of the fortune teller I always go to.
Fortune teller?
I never told you about it because I knew you'd just laugh. You never believed in that kind of thing, but I've been getting advice from a fortune teller named Amanda, and ever since she told me that I should break up with you, I stopped going to see her. But I was wrong! I was just blind! That's right. With her unique abilities, Phoebe had already figured out that Lisa and Amanda were connected. Amanda is a top-tier fortune teller, and Phoebe is her mentor. There's no way I wouldn't believe what she says! With that, Lisa tossed a bunch of photos onto the floor, each one capturing Dan on dates with different women.
What?
After Phoebe told Amanda about your cheating, I decided to hire a private investigator. These photos, all taken by the PI.
Huh? No! This is ridiculous! Fortune telling's all fake! I wasn't cheating!
Oh, how pathetic. Phoebe, why don't you just show him what you can do?
I really don't like showing off, but fine.
With that, she slowly closed her eyes.
I can sense it. I can feel it. In your right pocket, there's a wallet, isn't there?
A wallet? I mean, come on! Having a wallet in my pocket isn't exactly...
That's not the point. It's what's inside the wallet that matters. There are hotel key cards. 1, 2... Oh, 4 of them!
Huh? What?
The next moment, Lisa swiftly snatched the wallet from Dan's pocket and checked inside. 4 cards, just like she said. So tell me, who did you go to these hotels with, huh?
Ah! How? Phoebe! How the hell did you know that?
Lisa, unfazed, calmly pulled out her phone. Hello, Father. Yes, it's about Dan. He's been cheating on me. I'd like to call off the engagement, please.
Wait, are you seriously calling my dad? Stop it!
Dan shouted in panic, but Lisa completely ignored him. Yes, of course. Naturally, my father's company will be terminating all contracts with your family's business. I mean, obviously. He's the one who betrayed me.
No, please! If the engagement's called off, my dad will disown me! I won't even be able to stay at the company!
Well, I suppose that depends on how you decide to punish him. Anyway, goodbye.
You damn witch! This is all your fault! I'll never forgive you!
As he starts walking to attack Phoebe, but... Oh, watch your step. Phoebe said that by pointing at the ground, and right at that moment, Dan stepped on an empty can that just so happened to roll his way, lost his balance, and crashed to the ground.
Why? Why does this keep happening to me?
His pathetic screams echoed through the area. Not long after, Dan's father had completely lost it when he found out what happened. Turns out the only reason the Panic Collection Group had skyrocketed in success a few years back was because Lisa's father's company became their main business partner. Without that contract, Panic Collection Group would be in serious trouble. After that, Dan's father disowned him and kicked him out of the company to salvage the contract. As for Dan, he started working at a new job but immediately got fired after picking a fight with his boss. See, back at his father's company, he was used to being the CEO's son, pampered, excused, and treated like royalty no matter how useless he was. But at his new workplace, even when he told them, "I'm the son of a company president," they just reacted like, okay, and? To make matters worse, Dan had been living a luxury lifestyle as the CEO's son. He couldn't adjust to a lower standard of living, and since his relationship with Lisa was legally considered a common law marriage, he had to pay her alimony. So his debt just kept piling up. In the end, Dan got tangled up with loan sharks and was shipped off to work on an overseas fishing boat. Now he's stuck doing grueling physical labor, something he's completely useless at, and getting yelled at every day while struggling to keep up. Apparently he's miserable and whining nonstop. Well, that's what he gets for everything he did. Karma's a bitch. Anyway, as for me, after everything that happened, I successfully landed a job at Panic Collection Group. There's still a lot I'm getting used to, and I've been crazy busy, but the work is challenging and fulfilling, and overall I'm enjoying a pretty satisfying life. Oh, and get this. Dan's grandfather, the chairman of Panic Collection Group, fired all the executives and appointed a new president, and nope, it wasn't Dan's father. Instead, he gave the position to another relative. Apparently, the chairman told Dan's father, "You let your son run wild, so you need to start over from scratch too." So now Dan's father has to work under supervision and retrain from the ground up. Speaking of good news, Phoebe came over to my place the other day. Paige, I brought you a gift. It's a chocolate chip cookie.
Oh wow, that looks yum!
Wait, Lisa, you're here too?
Hello.
I hope I'm not intruding on your sister time together.
Actually, Lisa and I were just on the phone earlier. When I mentioned you were coming over, she said she'd love to join.
You really helped me out back then. I just had to thank you in person. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Oh, not at all.
I should be thanking you. I finally got the chance to get revenge on that guy. I enjoyed every second of it.
But still, Lisa, you're such an amazing woman. It's such a waste that you got tricked by a guy like him.
The truth is, I've always had terrible luck with men.
Oh no, I totally get it though. My brother's the same way. He's got the worst luck in love too.
I can feel it. I can feel it. Lisa, in 2 years, you will meet your soulmate.
What? Are you serious? If Phoebe says so, you can bet on it. Besides, both of us are rooting for your happiness, Lisa. Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned